Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. From the very first moment of creation, before the earth was spread out, before the skies were raised, before light lit the stars, and before time began to move, there was water. Not just any water, but a primordial pre-eternal ocean upon which the throne of Allah, Arsh, rested. As the Prophet Muhammad said, the throne of Allah was upon water before He created the heavens and the earth. Sahih al-Bukhari 30,247. This single hadith echoes a truth deeper than human comprehension, that water is the first foundation, the canvas upon which existence was painted. Before going further, a quick update: all our videos are available in both English and Urdu languages on our YouTube channel. You can find them by navigating to our playlist, where all our videos are available for your convenience. Now let's continue. How the universe was born through water. Long before stars burned or galaxies rotated, before any motion, sound or space, water existed. It was through this medium that Allah created the heavens, the earth, the galaxies, the planets, and the light of the stars. Though modern cosmology separates spiritual and physical creation, Islamic cosmology integrates them, and water is both physical and metaphysical. Water is not just a liquid, it is the symbol of life, the carrier of divine command, and the fluid thread connecting all layers of existence, from beneath the earth to above the firmament, up to the throne itself. Allah mentions in Surah Al-Anbiya 21:30, "And we made from water every living thing." This verse is not metaphorical, it is literal. Every creation, seen or unseen, biological or celestial, was brought into being with water. In our previous videos, we explored the creation of the waters above the dome and below the flat earth, firmament dome above the flat earth, actual shape of the earth according to the Quran and Islamic cosmology, primordial waters of the heavens, the kursi meaning the footstool, the arsh meaning the throne of Allah, Lawh al-Mahfuz, the sacred tablet, the pen called al-Kalam, why Allah created the universe, the first creation of Allah, the 7 portals and dimensions of the universe, and discuss where Allah was before He created the universe. If you haven't watched them yet, please do. Now, let's continue. The relationship of water and human life from womb to world. The story of human birth itself reflects this cosmic pattern. Man is created from a drop of water. Not just any water, but fluid, mingled, and divinely programmed to begin life. In Surah An-Nahl 16:4, Allah mentions, He created man from a drop of fluid. Within the mother's womb, the baby is encased in amniotic fluid, a protective sea of water, just as the earth is protected beneath the dome. And when the water breaks, life is born. This is not coincidence. This is the mirroring of divine creation repeating on a smaller scale. As above, water initiated life, so below, water delivers life. The tree in paradise, the origin of the rivers on earth. The Prophet said in Sahih Muslim and Sahih al-Bukhari, in paradise there is a tree from which rivers of water, milk, honey and wine flow. This heavenly tree, situated in Jannat al-Firdaus, is no ordinary tree. From beneath its roots flow the rivers of paradise, some of which are connected to this earthly realm. The Prophet said in another narration from Sahih Muslim, Hadith 2839, also in Musnad Ahmad, 4 rivers flow from paradise: the Nile, the Euphrates, the Seyhan, and the Jayhan. These rivers, sacred and ancient, begin from a source beyond this world. They are not mere earthly streams. Their true origin is in the heavens, and they descend through hidden channels into this earth, possibly pouring from above the firmament, reflecting the divine connection between our world and the higher realms, the sea above the 7th heaven and the dome. According to another hadith from Musnad Ahmad 18,584, Above the seventh heaven is a sea. The distance between its top and bottom is like the distance between two heavens. This sea, unreachable by human effort, exists above all created heavens. It is said to lie directly beneath the throne of Allah, from which all order descends. Rain, according to many scholars and narrations, comes from this cosmic water. It passes through the firmament or dome and is guided by the angels of wind and thunder until it reaches our world. When Allah commands mercy, the waters above descend. When He commands wrath, they descend as floods, as in the time of Prophet Noah, or called Noah, as mentioned in Surah Al-Qamar 54:11-12. So He opened the gates of the heaven with pouring water, and He caused the earth to gush forth with springs. Water came from above the dome and from beneath the flat earth. The flood was not only a punishment, it was a sign of the water that surrounds our world, the water below the earth. Islamic cosmology, along with ancient Semitic, Egyptian and Babylonian models, teaches that the earth rests upon water. The Prophet said, "The earth was created upon water, and from it came rivers and seas." Source from Musnad Abu Yala, reported by Ibn Kathir in his tafsir. In many traditions, a great ocean supports the earth. Beneath that are layers of darkness, creatures like the fish Bahamut, and seas with no end. So the earth is enclosed by a dome above, surrounded and supported by water below. These upper and lower seas reflect one another. Life is suspended between them. How stars, moons, and suns are born from the divine water. The light itself, the essence of the stars and suns, is believed by some classical scholars and mystics to originate from divinely energized water. When Allah says in Surah Hud 11:7, "And He is the one who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, and His throne was upon the water," it implies that all that came after, including the celestial lights, were formed in the context of water's pre-existence. They shine by divine command, moving in divinely fixed orbits beneath the firmament that shields our world from the cosmic sea above. The resurrection and water, how life will rise again from water. On the day of judgment, Allah will send down water once again, and bodies will grow out of the earth like plants. The Prophet said in Sahih Muslim, Book 55, "Then Allah will send down water from the sky, and people will grow out of the earth as plants grow." Even the final resurrection happens by the same process of water that created us. It will descend, likely from that same heavenly reservoir above the dome, and spark life again. Water, the universal link between the realms. Water is the only substance that exists on earth, above the heavens and beneath the earth, that is present in the womb, in rivers, in clouds, and even in the last moments before birth, that comes down as rain, exists in veins, and returns to Allah in vapors. Water is the divine wire that connects the womb to the world, the tree in paradise to the rivers of earth, the sea above the firmament to the life on this flat earth, the command of Allah on the throne to the germ in the embryo. It is the first substance, the eternal substance, and the last to act in the cycle of life. The vision of water in Islamic mysticism and early cosmology. In the luminous ocean of Islamic spirituality, the mystical Islamic scholars, the people of unveiling, meaning kashf, and spiritual vision, meaning basira, have long seen water not only as a source of physical life, but as a metaphysical mystery, a divine mirror through which the realities of existence are reflected. For them, every drop of water is a verse, and every wave is a whisper from the unseen world. According to the great masters of the mystical path, water is not just an element. It is the first veil of manifestation, the fluid through which divine command, meaning Amar, takes shape, and the medium that links the earthly realm to the heavenly throne. Hazrat Ibn Arabi, discussing the ocean of being, The Sheikh al-Akbar, Hazrat Ibn Arabi, in his seminal work Futuhat al-Naqiya, spoke frequently of Alma, the water, as the first appearance of divine mercy in the realm of creation. He wrote, "The water upon which the throne rests is not just physical water, it is the first substance receptive to divine command, the mirror of manifestation. From it all forms are born, and to it they return." Ibn Arabi saw existence as an ocean, with each being a wave that rises for a moment and then returns to the source. The cosmic waters above the dome were, for him, a reflection of the unseen sea of divine knowledge and names. Hazrat al-Ghazali, discussing the water as the symbol of the soul and knowledge. Hazrat Imam al-Ghazali, the proof of Islam, often compared water to knowledge and the soul to the earth that receives it. In his magnum opus Ihya Ulum al-Deen, he wrote, "Water is the mercy of Allah sent upon the earth, and knowledge is the mercy of Allah sent upon the heart. The earth revives with rain, and the heart revives with divine wisdom." Hazrat al-Ghazali also affirmed that Allah created the heavens and the earth from a state where nothing existed except water, and this was a manifestation of the divine name Al-Hayy, the ever-living, for water itself is life. Hazrat Nun al-Misri, discussing the mirror of the throne. Hazrat Nun al-Misri, one of the earliest Sufi saints of Egypt, spoke of cosmic water as a reflective veil between the servant and the majesty of Allah. In his teachings, he described the sea beneath the throne as the place where divine decrees descend and where the angels carry out the commands. He is reported to have said, "Between the earth and the command of Allah are veils of water, and every drop holds a secret known only to the one who created it." Hazrat Tunnun's visions also affirmed the traditional view that the earth is laid out like a bed, fixed in place, suspended between the waters above and below. Mystical cosmology and the rivers from paradise. Many early Sufis believed that the rivers of earth, like the Nile, Euphrates, Seyhan, and Jehan, had their roots in Jannah, meaning paradise. This belief, derived from hadith and reinforced by visions, created a cosmic geography in which the tree in paradise sent down rivers through channels piercing the dome into our world. Hazrat Sheikh Abdul Karim al-Jili, in his work Al-Insan al-Kamil, described the four rivers as emanations of divine bounty, which cross realms and dimensions. He writes, "The rivers you see are not merely physical streams. They are veins of mercy, pouring from the garden of nearness to nourish the earth beneath the dome." Mystical visions of the womb and cosmic birth. Mystics and scholars frequently paralleled cosmic creation with human birth. The womb, filled with amniotic water, was seen as a miniature mirror of the cosmic sea. They believed that the water break before childbirth was a sign of divine permission for the soul to enter the earthly realm, just as the waters above burst during the flood of Nuh, changing the course of the world. Hazrat Rabia al-Adawiya, the woman saint of Basra, once said, "The child rests in the water until Allah calls him into existence. So too, the servant floats in the sea of divine silence until Allah grants him the breath of remembrance." This mystical imagery makes every human birth a reenactment of cosmic birth, both heralded by the breaking of divine waters. The flat earth and firmament in mystical thought. While many scholars spoke in allegorical terms, early mystics accepted the traditional cosmology where the earth was flat, spread, and stationary, the heavens were domed layers, and water existed above and below the world. Some, like Hazrat Imam Suyuti, compiled sayings from earlier generations affirming that the firmament is solid, that rain comes from reservoirs above, and that the earth floats on water. Hazrat Jalal al-Din Rumi, though poetic and metaphorical, affirmed that this world is but a reflection of the sea of divine command. He writes in the Mathnawi, "You are a wave in the sea of his knowledge. You rise for a moment and return to the deep. From water you came, to water you go, and between those drops is your story." Water is the breath of divine mercy. The dome of heaven is the shell that contains the ocean of decree. The throne is set upon the endless sea of origin. The earth lies between the womb of waters above and below, and every soul, every birth, every river, every tear is connected to that unseen water that flows from the throne of the eternal King. These scholars saw existence not as disconnected atoms, but as ripples in one vast ocean of being. So when the Quran says, "And we made from water every living thing," the mystics replied, "And from water we came, and to that ocean we must return." So, dear viewers, everything is from water, every atom, every soul, every angel, every heartbeat, every birth, every river, every sky, every life, and even death and resurrection. Allah chose water, not fire, not air, not stone, to begin creation. He placed His throne upon it. He made life from it. He guides rain through it, and He will resurrect through it. Above us is a cosmic ocean, waiting. Beneath us is an ocean that supports us, silently. Within us is an ocean that gives us life, drop by drop. Water is not just creation. Water is command. Water is mercy. Water is proof. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoy this content and find it beneficial, we kindly ask you to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more authentic, faith-strengthening content. And let's continue this journey of knowledge together. Insha'Allah, see you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.